Okay, so before we start this COPPA, I should go ahead and say this video is not made for kids. Just letting everyone know. Okay, we can proceed now. Hello my pretty darlings. So I don't usually do these types of videos, and if you are a frequent visitor to my channel you'd know that. So I brought Mina, aka Admin Chan, over to help me out.
Hey girlfriends.
Just so I won't ramble too much. Now, a lot of YouTubers have already made videos on this subject on their own channels, so I'd recommend you'd go check them out too, just in case we don't cover everything in this video. As some of you may have already heard, YouTube is going through some stuff right now.
Some major changes, you mean?
Yeah, but even major is an understatement. Let's just say some are calling it the end of YouTube as we know it today.
Press F to pay respects ahead of time. Yeah, okay, memes aside, let's start with the basics and what we know for absolute certain. So, the FTC, aka the Federal Trade Commission, has fined YouTube $170 million over allegations that YouTube were collecting data on minors, particularly through personalized targeted ads, which is 100% not allowed.
Yep, data like names, viewing preferences, profile pics, and many more without supposed permission from their parents. And in response to this lawsuit, YouTube have done a few, let's say, questionable things. The first being a video basically explaining some changes they are making and what counts as kids' content. These changes are going to affect all content creators.
And these new changes and rules, they're not exactly transparent. And by not exactly transparent, I mean they're not clear whatsoever. And us YouTubers are mad concerned. From now on, all content creators have to label their videos either one by one or all together as either made for kids or not made for kids based on this vague list. So of course you'd think that made for kids means, well, something you initially made specifically for children. But nope. The checkboxes may say made for kids, but the list also refers to anything that kids may find appealing. And that's where the confusion is coming from. It can mean literally anything at this point because so many things can be appealing to a child despite not being made for them. Think way back to when you were a kid. Were you watching things that you were clearly not the target audience for? Of course you were, but that's not the creator's fault. It's up to the parents to decide what their kids are and aren't allowed to watch.
Now, I would like to focus on this line in particular, because it is very relevant to my channel. As hopefully we all know, the Vampire series and everything else I post on my channel for that matter is quite obviously not meant for kids. So of course I labeled my stuff as not made for kids. Problem solved, right? No, because according to this, animated characters are one of the things that YouTube wholeheartedly believes to be appealing to a child. And what's worse is that even though YouTube stated in their video that they are going to let the creators label their own content, cause who knows your content better than you, at the same time they're also gonna send their own bots to view videos and make sure they're not breaking the rules. And I don't think I need to mention that the YouTube's algorithm is notoriously faulty, so chances are the bots are gonna see an animated character and immediately flag it, labeling it as kids content. Oh, but the fun doesn't end there, no. If you have content that you don't mark made for kids, and the YouTube bots decide that it is, despite your actual intent, you can face a fine of up to $42,000 per video they pick on. Sweet Satan, do you think that's enough? And that's per one video. Can you imagine if the bots find more than one? I don't have that kind of money. I don't think 99% of all YouTubers have that kind of money.
I have like £5 right now. Anyway, scared? Not sure what counts as kids' content in regards to your own channel? Fear not. In the video YouTube released, they literally tell you that if you're not sure what to do or get in a sticky situation with this kids thing, you should hire a lawyer. That's right, hire a lawyer before you upload content, because of course every YouTuber on this platform just has a lawyer on standby that they can afford.
And let's say you choose to take the safe route and mark your channel as kid-friendly. In that case, YouTube will remove personalized ads altogether, which is actually confirmed to take away 60 to 90% of your revenue. So good luck making any money from YouTube now, content creator who major, or should I say majored, in kids and or family-friendly content.
Yeah, but even if you don't care about making money, even if you just want to upload videos for fun to share with people, you can't. Videos labeled as kids' content receive the lovely gift of having their comments section removed too, as well as the notification bell, ability to leave a like or dislike, getting recommended, or appearing on playlists. If you're a fan of Daria and I, you know that we love reading your comments on every video. And I mean, I love commenting. What even is a Daria video if it doesn't have one of my puns on the comments section?
Mina, your pun doesn't make or break my video, you know.
Shh, yeah, it does.
Anyway, marking something as made for kids isn't exactly a great option for me. Not that I would have anyway, cause the Vampire series is so not for kids. Never has been and never will be. And the last thing I want is for it to end on the YouTube Kids app simply because it's an animation. I don't want it suggested to them, and it's not just my animations. If one of my speedruns had to be marked as for kids, what if it pitched to them and they find the night through it? That's awful.
Yeah, the Vampire series may be appealing to children because of the animation, but it is not made for them. Apparently, YouTube doesn't believe in adult cartoons. Only kids enjoy cartoons, right?
I can't stress enough how bad this is to mine and so many other channels on YouTube. Most channels, in fact. A lot of gaming channels, toy reviewing channels, and crafting channels have no choice but to quit entirely. So many creators will disappear in 2020, and yes, that includes the animation and art community as well. People who have made a living off their YouTube channel for years are gonna be out cold just like that.
They'll totally lose their career.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen yet, but Satan forbid it would be too dangerous for me to keep my channel going on YouTube. I might have to move exclusively to Patreon or another site. I really don't want to do this. I love this community. I don't want to lose all my comments. I don't want to lose being able to reach new people. I am not nearly done with everything I want to share with you, and I still have the showdown to make. I still have the season finale and season 2, and it fucking sucks.
These new rules are just wild to me anyway, because the fear of getting fined or losing such a high amount of YouTube income is bound to stop everybody in their tracks. It's not even safe to post stuff for fun anymore, so not only will no one remain on this platform, there won't be any new creators or visitors if the content is reduced so dramatically. YouTube will basically die.
That is, unless you make content graphic enough that no way in hell a bot would consider kid-friendly. Sure, you'd get partially demonetized, but it's better than being fined $40,000, right?
This fear is going to result in YouTubers making more graphic, darker, or violent content to avoid such a situation, which is the opposite of what YouTube wants to gain from this. How is that going to make this site a more child-friendly place? Parents who allowed their kids to be on the YouTube platform instead of YouTube Kids, which by the way does exist, an actual platform for kids unlike this one, are just going to expose their kids to worse stuff from now on. So it's a lose-lose situation.
It's stupid because there's no middle ground. You either have to make content so dark it gets demonetized, or content that can be considered kid-friendly, which gets demonetized.
Like, where is the sweet spot in the middle? It doesn't really exist. And a lot of channels like mine, for example, are made for a very wide age range. Not exclusively kids and not exclusively mature audiences. Where do my songs fit?
So, what can be done about this?
Well, the FTC are thankfully taking comments on this up until December 9th, 2019.
Me and Mina have already sent our comments. I would suggest to all of you watching who care about any content creator on YouTube to send your own. An appeal to the FTC, basically. I'll leave a link in the description. Please be informative and respectful to make sure they'll take your comments seriously. And tell your honest opinion, don't be a troll about this, and they will listen. And hopefully, things will change.
I honestly think the best way around this is to apply a rating system to videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the movies and everything. PG, E15 and so on. It would ensure that we as creators don't have to censor our content or change it widely to adhere to this situation.
What else can you do to help aside from writing to the FTC? Please consider signing the Content Creators Petition Save Family-Friendly Content on YouTube, and staying up to date on YouTubers that are actually meeting with the FTC, such as J-House Law. Again, we'll leave links in the description.
Well, sorry, this video was kinda depressing, but it was really important to talk about. People need to know and understand how serious it is. I just want you all to know that no matter what happens, I love this channel, it's my passion. I love animating, I love my community, and the fact that I can inspire other people is the best thing ever. I don't want it to end so soon, I have so much more I want to show you. If you don't follow me on any of my social medias, I left links to all of them in the description, cause who knows if I'll still exist on YouTube once 2020 hits. But I refuse to disappear into the void. I would still be making my content as I intended, and I will be active on everything else aside from YouTube. Of course, my Patreon is where all my content will be available no matter what. Thank you all for watching, my pretty darlings. Stay spooky and make your voices heard. Bye bye.
Bye bye, girlfriends.